Okay, Kevin Barton, Chairman of the IPA. Welcome to Free Sports. Welcome to lots of live pool on TV. Just for a lot of people out there who play pool in the pubs and clubs, we all are used to playing in the pubs with these incredibly tight pockets where it's really hard to pot a ball, and then playing with these wide pockets where it's almost too easy to pot a ball. Tell me where the IPA fits in with these different forms of the game.
Well, the IPA embraces black ball rules, so we play on the 7 foot by 4 foot tables. There are other versions of the game generally played on the 9 foot table, so the American disciplines, so you refer to the bigger balls, the bigger pockets. We play on the smaller tables, tighter pockets, traditional reds and yellows that we've all played in the pub at some point in time, be it over a beer or maybe a bit more serious. And yeah, so that's what we play. We think they're the best rules about. We think they're a great advert for our game, and they're exciting to play and exciting to watch, and ultimately that's what it's all about.
Yeah, with rules, and we don't want to get into specific rules here, but you know, we've all been in situations where you go from one pub to the next. Everybody has a different rule about the black and 2 shots following, or whatever and whatever. You know, where does black ball fit in? You know, are there different versions of the pub game, we'll call it, with the tighter pockets, and how does black ball sort of set itself aside from those other versions?
So there's probably 3 different versions of our game. So we've got the traditional, the old rules. There are real tippy-tappy rules where, you know, one frame could last an hour easily. Then the rules evolved, and the world rules came about, and you know, they were a big step forward for the game as well. And my view is that black ball have now taken that step, another step forward in part of the rules evolution, as it were. They're more attacking, they reward creativity, and creates a lot of excitement, and like I said, very enjoyable to play and to watch.
So the IPA was born under the sort of new regime just about 5, 6, 7 years ago. You took the helm as chairman, and you had a big team behind you, and you've got a big team behind you here today. Here we are, live TV cameras. There's going to be a lot of pool on Free Sports over the next 3 days, and of course we've got the Monday night Champions Cup, which is going to be something special. You know, do you feel this is a really big step up for the IPA tour now, and for some of these amazing players to really show their wares?
Well, it's a massive step forward. It's something that the game has never had before. You know, this is quite, you know, we're in uncharted territory, but it's all positive. But I think it's all down to, you know, the hard work that we've put in over the past 5, 6 years. It's been a difficult journey, and you know, we've had to come through some challenges, but we've got through them, and you know, here we are in a position that the sport, never mind the IPA, that the sport has never been in before. Yeah. So it's really exciting, and you know, it's great that I've got a really supportive team working with me to help drive it forward, and that's what we're going to keep on doing.
One of the things that's very noticeable about the IPA tour is that you do things properly. And even from the setting of the big stage behind you, and the, you know, the TV setup, but all the tables that you can hear in the distance, they're still playing qualifying matches here. That, you know, every table is really set to a very high standard, and I don't think I've heard a single person complaining about the state of the tables. You know, you really do pay attention to detail with your tour.
Well, I think it helps being a player myself. You know, and I set high standards, and you know, whilst we don't have the budgets of some more high-profile sports, I think we've just about maxed everything that we can do with what we've got, and you know, we've continued to develop and invest in the things that are important. You know, at the end of the day, we're just like another business, you know, and we treat it like a business, and you know, we're always building for the longer term rather than taking quick short-term fixes. So that's our approach, and quality will always prevail, and that has been our #1 priority from day one. We've not always got it right, but you know, more often than not we do.
Yeah. And also noticeable to see this beautiful table you've got set up here. You know, you do need sponsors to make this happen, and you know, you do have a range of sponsors that have helped you get to where you are right now.
Yeah, from day one, Aramith who provide the balls that we use for Pro Cups, and now Strachan, who are part of that group, who provide this superb 861 blue cloth. You know, they're really important partners. But now, you know, we're starting to get new partners on board. You know, obviously free sports is great for us, great for the exposure. We've got a new betting partner, Black Type, which is great as well. So, and you know, lots of other partners. The racker, we provide you know, the triangles, these new rackers. So yeah, we've got lots of partners who are, you know, wanting to come on board now, because now we can give value. You know, 3 or 4 years ago, you know, we wouldn't have been in that position, but we've built it the right way.
Yeah. Just a little quick chat about the Champions Cup, which I think we're all excited about, and also the atmosphere. I think we're going to see at some of these clubs that you know you're giving local clubs a chance to put one of their top players in to go against some of your pros, and that should be quite feisty, shouldn't it?
The Champions Cup is going to be great. I mean, it's another unique event that has never been done. So we're going to have 4 players every Monday battling it out to get through to the final stages. So it's going to be intense. It's going to be, like I say, great atmosphere. We're taking it back out to the clubs, and yeah, looking forward to it. And all the top players in the IPA are going to be up against it, against these qualifiers. So yeah, it's unique, it's new, and it's great for the game.
So how did you get into organising pool events in the IPA?
Well, where do we start? I mean, I was a professional player at the time, and of a you know, decent standard, and I just felt that the sport was stagnating, not going anywhere, just drifting along, and I decided to do something about it, and didn't really know what I was letting myself in for. I may have had a bit of an idea, but yeah, so I became chairman in 2011, at the end of 2011, and you know, we had some challenges to overcome. But, you know, we've had some great people working for the IPA. You know, Dan Rush, Andy MacDonald in the early days. You know, and more recently now the great team. You know, I won't name them all, but you know, we've got a great team now that's all pushing in the right direction, and just a pleasure to work with. You know, and we've seen all the results of all that hard work, both now and in the past.
So Kevin, here we are. It's 6 years of the IPA tour, and it's certainly come a long way. What do you think about the future? You know, next 3, 4, 5 years. Have you got any sort of dreams as to where it could be then?
Well, lots of dreams, but to keep our feet on the ground, we've still got to keep growing, keep developing. There's a lot of things we want to work on and improve on. And I think if we keep doing the right things, then hopefully good things will happen, you know, further down the line. You know, ultimately we want to be, you know, up there with the darts and snooker, and have great events on TV, and the players are earning great prize money. But you know, we've got a journey to get there, but you know, we're heading in the right direction. So let's just see what happens over the next few years.
I must add, it's one of those weird anomalies in my mind that darts and snooker are sports that are quite difficult to play for the standard bloke in the street. You know, like throwing darts at boards and hitting ones and going off the board, etc. Pool is probably the one sport that's a bar sport that everybody is decent at. We can all pot a ball, and we can all hit a fluke, and it is a sort of enigma really that pool has never really made it into the mainstream television. You know, do you think is it perhaps because of the stagnation maybe of years to pass in the past that you know, there's nobody really being able to take the bull by the horns and move pool forward?
Well, I think that's definitely had an impact, and obviously with the economic recession and a lot of pubs, pool tables being taken out of pubs, that's obviously had an impact on the overall sport. But you know, that was then. This is now. You know, we're now in a different place. Pool is absolutely thriving, and there's a buzz about the sport again that there hasn't been for a long time. So long may that continue.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Adrian.